In this episode, I have some of my favorite thrifted to treasures, or thrift flips as some people call them, and I hope you'll enjoy them as much as I did making them. Watch to the very end so that you make sure you don't miss any of it. This next thrift flip is a globe for a light fixture, and it has some flowers and vines on it. I thought it was really pretty and frosted. It is a little worn around where it was held on by the light fixture, but I'm going to cover it as best I can with these beads from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to only need 2 rows of the beads, so I'm going to cut that down and glue around the top and also the bottom, and we'll see how it turns out. So I'm just going to set the hot glue on and stick the strands of beads around it, and then just as I go, glue and sit down, glue and sit down. And it didn't come out straight, so what I have to do is get it hot with a hot hair dryer and heat up that glue again, and then I can straighten it out, and you can fix it perfectly easily that way. And if you find one similar to this, you always just want to make sure the seam is on the same back side as the top so that it's uniform. And you just glue the bottom on to that as well. I could have left it, it still would have been pretty, but I think it makes it more cohesive to have it on the bottom as well. And it did turn out really pretty. So I guess I should tell you what I'm creating. I've seen these ideas where you take a vintage glass container and you use it for a tissue holder. Well, you need to make sure it's the kind that is the square box so that they layer appropriately. And it is a little difficult at first to figure out, but you just have to arrange it so that when you pull the tissue, it comes straight up. And I think it turned out super pretty, and I think I might even try it with something different, but you can use any kind of container, and let me know down below what you think. And it's really difficult to show you how pretty the flowers on here are because of the camera, but you can see some of it here. It just is really pretty. This video is a part of the Thrifted Thursday playlist hosted by Joanna's DIY Life and Sabrina's Craft Nanigans, and guest host is Home Ridge Studio. Make sure to check out the link that's in my description box and watch the playlist completely through, and comment and like and subscribe to each of them as well as mine, and give everybody some love. Now let's get back to those thrift flip DIYs. I came across this cute little box at the thrift store, and it was pretty roughed up and needed to have something done to it. I paid $1.50 for this, and you could get similar ones at Michael's or Walmart. And I'm using this black chalk paint, and I'm just going to cover it all up. And if you liked it before, I'm sorry, but it is going to be all black. So then after I let it dry, I've purchased this decoupage paper on Amazon. And I'm going to use the black one, as you can see here, and I am going to just cut out flowers, the flower portion on here to go around the outside of it. So here I'm just measuring and trimming down, and I'm just cutting out the leaf there and the flowers. So now I'm just seeing where I want to put it and giving a good layer of Mod Podge to the side here, and then letting it dry. I'm speeding up the drying by using my hair dryer, and now I'm just going to place it on there and put some parchment paper over it and use a medium heat iron and just go over that to adhere it to the dried Mod Podge. This is the first time I'm using this procedure, or technique, and it stayed on really well. And so then I'm just giving it a light coat of Mod Podge to go over it. So here I'm cutting out the second one and doing the same thing and having it straight on the bottom and then covering it. And this is the third one, sorry, I already did the second one. And here I'm just making sure that all of that excess on the top is taken off. So now I'm just giving it a full coat all the way around of Mod Podge to make sure it's all even and the color looks right. So now I'm doing the top, and I've cut the hummingbird portion out, and I cut the little flowers there that I was showing you. And I've already put a layer of Mod Podge on the top of the lid and dried it. And so now I'm just going to put these little flowers on. But I thought it needed one more flower to balance it out. So there it is, and I'm just sticking that parchment paper on top again and using that iron. But what I did was I did it a little too long, and it pulled up some of the Mod Podge. So you want to be careful and not do it too long and not too hot of an iron. Now I'm just covering it up with another base. So I'm using a knife here to cut open the lid portion, and I would rather have used a X-Acto knife. So if you're going to do this, use an X-Acto knife to cut that. And I'm just making sure to sand down where the paper was sticking together and making it smooth. And there we go. I thought it turned out really pretty. I picked this little shade up at the thrift store, and you'll have to watch the video. I'll have a link above. And I'm going to Mod Podge flowers and leaves all over it. So I hope you enjoy this one. So I have these flowers that I printed out from Canva, and I thought I was going to use these leaves here, but I ended up not. But I'm kind of trying to position where I want to put them, and I think it turns out really super cute. So after I figure all that out, we'll get putting some Mod Podge on. So now that I know what flowers I'm going to use and what leaves, I'm getting some fabric Mod Podge, and I'm going to be just giving it a really good coat on one panel of the shade. So now I'm going to place the flowers where I think I would like to have them. And here I didn't put enough, I didn't go high enough on the Mod Podge, but I'll fix it. And you can layer over it and then go back and add a little bit more Mod Podge in between the flowers so that you know that it's all glued together. And it just turned out so pretty. I really like how it turned out. So let me know so far what you think. So as you can see, I fixed it and went up a little higher behind them, and now I'm just adding another leaf in there, and hopefully that looks better. Just lifting it up and putting it behind. And this is where I'm going in under each of those pieces that are overlapping to give it more of the Mod Podge so that it can stick together. Now I'm giving the whole thing a good coat over the top. And you don't want to do it too thick. I learned that that gives it kind of more of a sheen as well. And if you want a more matte, I've learned that adding a little bit of water to it will help it be not so shiny. So then hubby gave me this idea to print a smaller picture of that pink flower and glue it to the top portion of the panel. I thought that was a great idea. So again, I'm just giving a good coat on the top portion of that panel so that I can put that cute little flower there. So then again, just cover it with a coat of the fabric Mod Podge. And I wanted the panel to look all the same sheen, so I made sure that the whole panel was covered. So I just repeated those steps, but I only did every other panel instead of every single panel. And here you can see how I'm just making sure kind of to try to match it, but not exact, you know. I just kind of want it to look uniform, but it doesn't have to be exact. I hope you like it. Well, let me know what you think of each of these. I had so much fun creating these, and they are one of my favorites out of all of the thrift flips that I've done. And I hope you'll check out that playlist down below and watch all the videos and come back. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, and tell your friends. Thank you so much, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day.